The current COVID 19 world, with its uncertainty, layoffs, and salary reductions, has further added to the mental health concerns and increased cases of anxiety and stress. Therefore, this video is a simple and systematic 1, 2, 3 daily yoga routine on how to cope with anxiety and stress.
Hello, I'm Kirti Taran Pandey and thank you so much for joining me here today, a place where you and I meet and discuss how yoga and its methods can benefit our mental health and uplift our emotional state. So please subscribe to this channel so that you and I can continue helping each other out and also leave a like below. It motivates me.
Start your journey to an anxiety free mind with me today. Tell me, are your worries making your heart beat faster? Do they make you sweat and shake? Do you worry excessively and it is now hurting your daily routine? Do you feel fatigued and restless? Are you having difficulty in concentrating? Are you highly irritable or you have difficulty in sleeping?
In that case, this 1, 2, 3 daily yoga routine is for you. This routine is being followed by my students since past 21 days and is showing positive results.
This routine takes 1 minute in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, and 3 minutes at night to not only transform your anxiety but also convert anxiety causing energy into life nurturing force.
Now it's time to discuss those 1, 2, 3 methods in details. However, if you want to have a thorough yogic understanding of why anxiety happens, what are the recommendations to transcend it, and why these recommendations are so effective, then you must go through my blog post on the same topic. This video is a call for action version of that blog post, and the simplest action that we can do to transcend anxiety is to stop treating our minds as dustbins.
In order to bring this philosophy into practice, we need to do 1 minute of Niyatam in the morning. Start by keeping a notebook and a pen on your breakfast table. Every morning, before you sit for breakfast, before eating, just write down one thing that you're grateful for today. Many of you may be practicing gratitude thinking already, and you may still be feeling anxious. In fact, David Craig was a lead author of a study by Ohio State University on the effect of gratitude on anxiety. And in his research, he found that when it comes to supposed benefit of gratitude on helping with symptom of anxiety, they really seem to have limited value. This missing value can be added to our gratitude thinking by practicing it in the yogic method of Niyatam. Niyatam means asking yourself what is my role in a given situation and how can I perform it better. In case of an accident, the role of a friend will be different from that of a medical health provider. Their roles will differ from that of a fireman. A fireman's role will be different from that of a policeman. All these roles are unique and all these roles are adding value to the situation. Therefore, all these roles need to be played effectively. This is Niyatam. Now that we understand Niyatam, the question is, how can I apply this Niyatam to my daily gratitude practice in order to make it beneficial with my symptoms of anxiety? The answer is this simple exercise for 90 days. Before you sit down for breakfast, ask yourself, what is it that I'm grateful for today? What was my role in making that happen? And how can I play that role better, even if it is just by 1%? Write it down. It could be something as basic as, I face my fears daily, but instead of giving up, I try again. Or it could be something visceral, like, I'm more empathetic now because I understand that everyone has a story. Or you could just state a fact that I'm grateful that I'm taking a positive step today.
This is also a very effective method of creating your own support group within your family or with a friend. Suppose you have a friend who is suffering with anxiety, or you just want to have a support group within your family. All you have to do is to sit on the breakfast table together, or these days you can just fix an online breakfast date and you can start the conversation with, what a lovely morning this is. I'm very grateful for XYZ. What are you grateful about? And when that person mentions what are they grateful about, you can show them that this is not a miracle, this thing is happening to them. They have a role that they played to bring this thing in their life. And you can also discuss how they can improve upon that role. You can also take the same feedback from them about the thing that you're grateful about. This way, in just 1 minute, you have created a support group in your family, you have helped a friend with anxiety, and you have set a positive and productive rhythm for your day.
The next step is a 2 minutes practice of dharana. Now, dharana is not dhyan or meditation. Meditation is listening to the song of our soul. However, when we are suffering from anxiety, this song changes into a cacophony. It is for this reason an anxious person finds meditation difficult, annoying, and frustrating. And it is for this reason yoga recommends the practice of focus or dharana instead. Through my students, I have learned that this practice can easily become a habit if we club it with lunch.
As you're sitting on that table, you can easily spare 2 minutes to practice dharana, to practice focus. It will help if the object of your focus is already right there in front of you, or at least an image of that object is already right there in front of you. I think keeping an image is more practical. Yoga recommends certain very specific objects to focus on when our aim is to soothe the anxiety causing vata energy.
You can focus on sun or its photograph. Another object is mountain or its photograph, the lake and ocean. You can also focus on flowers like lotuses and roses or their photographs. However, I find focusing on live object much easier than focusing on their pictures, and flame is the easiest object to focus on.
Flame is alive. It keeps changing its form, so it's not boring to look at. It is calming, soothing, reflective, as well as interesting. Trust me on this. I have a 1-year-old child with whom I do this exercise daily, morning and evening, and he is able to practice focus for at least 30 to 60 seconds on daily basis. Now, if a 1-year-old child can do it, I've been doing this with him since he was 3 months old, and with him, instead of common practices of lighting a candle or a ghee lamp, I light a camphor because I use camphor, to create flame, because the flame created by camphor, it's dance, it's ecstatic. And now my son has reached this level that every time he enjoys it so much that every time we cross that room, he gestures in that direction of the place of our practice, saying that he wants to do it. My point is, if focusing on flame can work for a 1-year-old, it can work for you also. It is already working, it is already creating a soothing effect in the minds of many of my students. To deepen the relaxation and sharpen the awareness, I recommend take 3 deep breaths and then smile. 3 deep breaths, smile, repeat, and continue doing this for 3 minutes.
That's it. That was the easy 1, 2, 3 yoga routine to transcend our anxiety into a productive energy. Please leave a like to let me know that you're going to try it out. Which method are you going to try first? Let me know in the comment section below. I love listening from you. See you soon. Till then, happy practicing.